This is Georgia Ashari. Hello, this is Georgia Ashari here, Cosmic Heart Space. Welcome to this video. Welcome yourself into this space, into your own heart space, coming into your center. I am a cosmic soul womb guide and light language channel, and I offer mentorships and workshops and events, all different kinds. I've been away in Australia and now I'm here in Indonesia, Bali, and I am just anchoring in all that I have received, all these different initiations that I've been going through on my travels and my journey. And it is time for me to begin to share again on YouTube, which I'm really looking forward to. There's going to be some lovely sound transmissions. If you are new here and you haven't had a look, then do go down and look at some of the guided meditations, visualizations with the light language channeling or the soul language channeling, heart language channeling, whatever you prescribe as your words for these different modalities of cosmic connection and divine connection. So yes, I've been away, but I have always been holding the space for the one-to-one containers. They have morphed and they have changed over time. So many people would have known me as someone who was mainly just focusing on the light language and the artwork, but I wanted to combine and create something with the somatic element to it so that we are embodying, we are working with these codes through our body, through this physical vessel, and assisting this physical vessel in holding the crystalline consciousness as well. So I have combined these things in the Cosmic Womb Mentorship. So if you are interested in that, then please do reach out and we can have a discovery call and see where that's at. This month particular, there is a package for 3 light language sessions. So if anybody wants to claim that, then you may do so. Just reach out or look down on the links and you'll see the booking link for that. Just looking at my notes to make sure I stick on task. I have a little story for you, a message that needs to come through, as it does pretty much every time this year. It's omnipresent. It's always something that we need to reflect on, is our intuition and really tuning into every single thing through our own inner being and trusting what our inner being believes to be true rather than what is told to us on the outside. But for some reason, for many reasons, during the 8-8 lines portal, everyone gets very hyped up. There's lots of ceremonies, lots of workshops, lots of activations of all different kinds. And the guidance that comes into me is, I don't want to play in that. We're not going to play. There's something more there than meets the eye. And I think so often when it's a spiritual practice, it's a spiritual ritual or guide or whatever, and lots of people are accepting it and getting excited and holding ceremonies and doing lots of things, it becomes this celebratory thing. So everyone starts moving in that motion, which also reminds me of Christmas. If we all know a little bit about that, and the origins and the true origins and things like that. So this is just what I get reflected back to me. So I'm like, okay, and I will just put that as a reminder out. You go do your own internal investigation on what that feels like to you. Maybe you just think, oh, Georgia, just taking things too seriously, don't worry. Or maybe for you kind of go, okay, yeah, maybe I should step in and see what this alignment is and if it aligns with me. Because, I think about this calendar and so many things, even really when we think about the solstice and the equinox and everything is all moving through this particular calendar that is not really a calendar that our ancestors would have originally prescribed to, and doesn't necessarily align with these particular portals and stargates, and it doesn't particularly align with our natural rhythms and the cardiovascular rhythm, our circadian rhythms, all these different things. So it's important to sit back and really feel into that for yourself. But that's just the base for that, and it's quite a big one for some reason. That 8-8, it really reflects some things for me personally in Atlantis. And I'm going to tell you a story now of a few years ago when there was this lovely little event outside, and it was all these workshops, all these different things were going on. I was very excited to be holding some workshops in my local area and really starting to do some of these things in person. And I had a friend with me who was helping me set up my gazebo. He's very galactic as well. And during that time that we was doing that, there was also lots of people who had spoke light language that day there. And they were also all very linked to, our Atlantean lifetimes and Lemurian lifetime. That's how we all kind of remember each other. Okay, so we're there. It's a nice day, but we start putting up this gazebo. We're setting up, obviously, to hold space and to connect. This is all around the Lionsgate period. Anyway, we open up this portal through opening up the gazebo. It sounds really bizarre. Some of these things seem like you're in this low budget Matrix movie, they're just, these things happen and you just think, what is going on? This is so, someone outside of this probably would just not put the dots together, but for us, we were just seeing all this colliding of two timelines, of where we was then and this Atlantean lifetime. All this rain was pouring down. I mean, the road was getting flooded. I had to walk back to my car to get my car to bring it up close to where we were so we could try and get things in, because there was no way we could have it was just, I've never seen this much rain just suddenly appear, and it being so, it was just extreme. It was so extreme. And we were walking through it, and I was getting absolutely soaked, and I was crying in this light language and really praying for this sort of energy to just clear out this grid. We just realized that there was all of this energy held within this grid line and this frequencies, which it was just the most bizarre thing. So we were just clearing it. We were a bunch of us suddenly all in a circle under this gazebo as well. And we're all doing the things that we need to do. You've seen it all with the hands and the sounds. We're in this circle doing that. That happens. Everyone's trying to move their stuff. They're putting their stuff away. All these things are happening. Anyway, most people have left because they just think we can't even be here because it was just that torrential. But then me and my friend, we put our gazebo down. Once we finished, the rain disappears and it stops. I was like, okay, well, what's going on? This is just, okay, we're done. This is done. We completed it. Okay. And then a few of us hopped over to this other little gazebo. Very few people, because most people had gone, and it was just a very few of us that were just chanting and soothing the vibrations, and we were just, collectively celebrating. It was quite a nice little end. Of course, it was just, funny. A friend had come from way far, two of them, to come and be there. Felt really potent as well. Like we were all meant to just be in that little tent that day. So anyway, how does that relate? But it's just that it gave me a big realization that day of really understanding the depth of what this this trauma that we've endured in these other lifetimes and how it's so in the cellular memory of the earth, within the grids, within the soils, the waters, the elements, within us. Even though we reincarnate, it's still there. We're still seeking something. We're still trying to find something, some kind of clarity, some validation, some healing from these experiences. So sometimes we play out these little things and we don't actually know why. We don't really fully get what it's about, and what is it, just a manifestation portal, or is it something else? Is this something that happened during these times that are kind of colliding, and it's for us, these little windows for us to really sit and work through that individually, collectively, depends where everyone's at. Of course, there for us, I felt like there was a big collective wave of us that were able to help to work through that for ourselves, and that's why from that day onward I've not really participated in those things. I felt the need to. And I've also been in experiences where, so another story was whilst I was in Costa Rica, and it's this like absolute crazy need for the person I was looking after the house wanted to hold ceremonies and workshops in this house and have it as a thing and a temple, and wanted us to keep going and doing that while they weren't there. So we kept holding this space every week to kind of, honestly, it was not clear cut. I'm not even going to go into trying to pick everything about that very chaotic period of my life and the people and the energies that I was there. Again, another life experience healing journey of Avalon, working through some Avalonian trauma with these beautiful brothers and sisters from our Avalonian time together. And yeah, lots of things played out there. But this one particular one, and you may have remembered if you've ever been on my Instagram and you'd see the videos, I actually deleted them because I had like really red eyes and I just looked very like I was possessed or something, but I'd actually just had Sananga, which is these eye drops. It's like a shamanic eye drops that are from the Amazon, and they like burn away the veils of your third eye. So quite the opposite. It was very open and sure, okay, I see things for what they are. And I'd already been in a process before I even had the Sananga of clearing something very, very dark that had come into that space. Very malevolent energy that came into our space that day to, play with the energy, shall we say? Because so many people, they don't know this day had happened to collide with our the 8/8 happened to collide with our day of ceremony together in the house. So some people came, we didn't know them, but they had their own intentions and agenda to be there. There were some other things going on there anyway. It all just was so messy. So Divine Mother came in, she spoke through me with the most clearest anger, like that protective Divine Mother anger. She came in and she just was like, we're not doing this, we're not playing in this, no. And it just got cut down. A few people were a little bit scared, I think. But it was just like, you don't even see what's going on. Like, I have visuals, I can see what energies are playing in the field that we're sitting in the field that we're trying to create, and people putting all these different energies in the pot, So that kind of all happened. Had some Sananga, decided to make a video on Instagram. Kind of felt a little bit like, okay, I maybe need to be, I don't know. It was good. It was needed at the time. That was the medicine, right? But again, it was just another another way for me to see that this time, it's like 8 is like the loop. It takes us back in this cycle. It's like the infinity can be like the most beautiful thing, and like being in infinite cosmic awareness, being in infinite cosmic divine union, or it can be in this infinite cycle of sabotage and lack of integrity, lack of awareness and stability for what we really want to create in the world. Do we really want to keep coming back around to this? Or do we want to actually just no, I'm ready to go up and become one with my divine union, with the divine. So that's really the stories. And I just wanted to hold some transmission in a very, this is still very Divine Mother, but she's refined this time this year because she feels me, I do as well. I feel just able to bring this message through without necessarily holding so much of the anger. But I realize that this sacred anger is so, so valid and something I had been so ashamed of, absolutely felt quite mortified about that channeling last year because she was just so angry and she felt so violated. And I think that we really forget how violated, the cosmic womb has been. This void is our Divine Mother opening up herself to be created, to be a creator for things that we really want in this world. And yet there's sometimes all these things that just want to come in and manipulate, destroy, and deceive. And coming in through the tantric path as well, it has helped me to accept and really love all things and see with so much compassion. But at the same time, doesn't mean that we condone, or doesn't mean that we keep allowing just because we can see it and love it. When we see it and love it, it's then time to say, hey, now it's time to change, because this can't keep happening, because it's not fair on anyone else. If it's hurting you, it's an issue, but if it's hurting many, it's a really big fucking problem. So yeah, we want to bring a sound transmission. You can tune into your womb with your man or woman, or unidentifying. If there's anything you have, like Hara womb space, energetic portal within you that connects to the Divine Mother, connects to cosmic womb, the holy heart space, the infinite love that can unconditionally break all spells and align us to our own inner truth. Because that which we seek is us, this unconditional love. We are seeing this beautiful rose-shaped crystal. Imagine this beautiful crystal, and it's shaped and carved out like a rose. This is an etheric crystal. You can jump on in, visualize the colors, the shape, how big is this rose? Is it budding? Is it blossomed? Does it still have an essence that's coming through to you right now? And bringing that breath in and out. Just taking in all of the divine crystalline essence of the rose into your being, just melting and merging with this beautiful energy. Ala ur unala mitiar anotutur ikir at al ur ikar ar nish ar an ar un ur ut urk ar ini irana mautya nantaya jana karo notoya namayatarana se nat are ima sunturuma saniatya is at arunu kunyenya ma kwanyenyenyenyenye us an ar am ur un ar an amai kiawanyama una shenenya roto tokoya tiara is unuturun is anatara antara 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 untara antara 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 is uno urum aya janakai yono uno no moya janenenya mama yenenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyen Breathing in and out, in and out. Feeling the central pillar of your life. Allowing that energy to travel like a spiral all the way down into the Earth's core, into the crystalline core of the Earth. Capture Mama's beautiful heart. And allow that energy to spiral back up. So you're taking also along with you is the supportive frequencies of the Earth. And this spiral coming up all the way to divine source light. Breathing that energy coming down, meeting in the heart, and just feeling these energies coming all the way down. So you're also a pillar You're also a channel for pure divine unconditional love, source, through your being down into the core. So you're also helping to support evolution and the frequencies for Pachamama, Gaia, Earth, Terra, and also supporting yourself and the Earth energy supporting you so you feel grounded, supported, and connected to the Earth, the elements, and your human existence. Just imagine that you're wrapped in this beautiful golden bubble of light. So everything that you've cultivated today, you get to be bathed in it, allow it to integrate through your field. You're supported with this golden light. Everything that you've enhanced within yourself is your protection. Okay, your light, your glow, your essence. This is your protection. You're so with it. You're so embodied within your own inner being and your light. It makes you an unshakable force of love. Open your eyes if you're already and you're ready to wake up, and give yourself a little shake in your body. And I'd love to know in the comments how you feel, what that brought for you. And if you have any related stories to this experience, I'd love to hear from you. Always welcome. And just a reminder, yes, things are going to keep going here, keep flowing. So subscribe, share with your friends, those you think will help. If you subscribe to the emails, I'm going to be announcing very soon the next workshop that's coming up. So if you'd like to be the first, then join. And it's so nice when you can get all the beautiful gifts as well. There's a nice little trail of gifts that you can have, from a light language attunement to a guidebook to access to workshops and things. So I look forward to connecting with you more and being on this journey of divine crystalline awakening, embodiment, and love. If you want to work one-on-one, of course, remember you could just reach out for a discovery call. Totally open to having that discussion, seeing where we're at, and seeing where this can take you. Sending all the love. Enjoy the rest of this month, all the gifts that are unfolding in your life. And remember that they are always there for you, no matter what time, day, it will all align for you in perfect harmony.